Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how I styled my Rikku wig. First, I start with a cheap yellow heat-resistant cosplay wig that I found on eBay. It was only like $10, and I know it's not an updo yet, but I will show you how I fix that in the video. First, I start by spraying it with water to make it a little damp so I can go over it with a hair straightener on low heat. Dampening the hair really helps protect the fibers from burning up. I just spray it with the water, brush the water through the hair, and I lightly go over it with my straightener. Here, I section the hair to the side where I want the bangs and to make the part. And I just clip it all out of my way so I can work on the ponytail. After the bangs are separated, I take the loose hair in the back and start cutting off chunks of it at the base as close to the tracks as I can. As you cut off the hair, keep the sections straight and together and lay them neatly beside you on a table so they don't get tangled up. You want to keep these pieces of loose hair together and nice and straight, because we will be using them later to glue them back on to make the ponytail. I leave some of the hair attached at the top back middle of the wig so I can use it as the base for the ponytail. I also don't cut off the hair in the lower back of the wig because that will be used to make her little pigtails. So I just braid it and keep it out of my way so I can move on to making the ponytail. I take some of the loose hairs that weren't clipped out of the way for the bangs and hot glue them to the wig for the ponytail. Make sure before you use glue that your wig is stretched as much as possible and pinned to your wig head so when you glue the hair down it's not too tight on your head. You also don't have to worry about making these hairs look super smooth or perfect because you're just gluing them back and holding them down. Before I finish the ponytail, I'm going to part the bangs and prepare them for gluing on more hair. This wig originally doesn't have a part at all since it's just a really cheap wig from eBay. So to create the part, I separate the hair where I want the part to be and I apply a little bit of hot glue to hold it in place. Then I take some sections of the loose hair and cut a flat edge and then apply hot glue to the end of it and begin gluing it to the wig. I apply it to where the bangs end and the ponytail begins. I take little sections of loose hair, I cut off the edge of them so they're straight and flat, and then I apply some hot glue to them and press them onto the wig. As you can see, this makes a very smooth, very clean updo ponytail look without having to spend tons of money on a pre-made ponytail wig. I think the best part about it is that since the glue dries a little stiffer, the wig also holds its shape better. After I have all the loose hair that I need for the ponytail glued to the wig, I then begin to glue each strand down so the hairs thoroughly cover the base and don't move around. After I finish gluing down the entire ponytail, I move back onto the bangs. I do the same thing and take a loose strand of hair and cut a flat edge at the end of it and then apply hot glue to it so it can stick to the wig. And I continue this process just like I did with the ponytail. This way you have a fixed, very defined part that looks great. With any leftover loose hair, I cut small pieces of it and glue it to the ponytail to give it that spiky, poofy look Riku's hair has. I also take some pieces of hair that are already attached to the wig and put some hot glue at the base of them to hold them up and spread them out. Just keep messing with the hair until you're happy with the shape and size of the ponytail. Then I take my scissors and trim upward to add more shape and layers to it. Once I'm happy with the shape of the ponytail, I take out the braids so I can color the hair. I start with a warm brown, cheap acrylic craft paint from Walmart that I got for only $1 and brush it directly to the hair. I mainly apply it directly to the base or at the roots and work it throughout the rest of the hair. I take a water spray bottle to dampen the hair and thin out the paint so it's easier to brush and work the color into the hair. Since the wig is synthetic, I'm not actually dyeing the hair, I'm just coating it with paint. The only thing it might do if you apply a lot of it is make the hair feel slightly chalky or less shiny. But it won't rub off on your hands when it's dry, and I personally prefer the less shiny wigs over super shiny wigs because it looks so much more realistic and makes it look so much better to me personally. It really makes a cheap synthetic wig from eBay look like it could be real hair. I have been doing this for over 10 years, and though I don't think it's that hard to do, it may take some time to get used to, so I recommend using some loose hair or an old wig you don't need to test out this method. A lot of people who haven't tried it or have tried it and failed at first say it doesn't work or like to criticize my method because it's not what they're used to people doing. But I am living proof that it does in fact work because I do this for almost every single one of my wigs, and I'm very happy with how my wigs look due to this process. I really encourage everyone to try new things outside of their comfort zone or outside of what other people teach them that are the only correct or proper way to do things, because then you get to explore new ways to do things and it might work out way better for you than something someone else has recommended. You don't always have to have the fanciest tools or a bunch of expensive products or do something that's incredibly hard to learn to have really good results. It's really amazing what you can do when you just let your creativity take charge and try new things and explore different options, and if it works, it's not wrong. I actually started doing this when I was a kid because I wanted my Barbie dolls to go to the hair salon and get their hair done, and the only thing that was available to me was paintbrushes and cheap craft paint, so I made it work. In fact, it works so good that I continue to this day to use the method that I taught myself as a child. As you can see, there are so many different tones in the wig, and it looks more like animated textured hair than just a cheap wig, which is perfect for Final Fantasy characters. I also take a smaller brush with some darker paint colors and brush it into the roots. Once it's dry, I put it on my head so I can properly style it around my face. I start by separating the hair in the middle, bottom of the back, and braiding the pigtails. Then I brush out the ponytail and take some craft glue and dip my fingers in it, then wet it with some water so it's easier to work with, and I begin spiking the tips of my hair. This also helps hold the hair up and in place. Then I take the bangs and trim them a bit to make them just right, and then I take more glue and put some water on it, and then apply it to my bangs to hold them in place so they don't move around. And I also spike the ends of them a bit. I mainly just focus on getting the shape right and making sure they frame my face correctly. I also use some glue for the pigtail braids so no loose hairs stick out. I love using glue for wigs instead of styling gels because it holds its shape so good. I've had this wig for years now since I've made it, and the style's not got messed up. Throughout all the traveling and cons I've gone to, it still holds its shape. Then I just added 2 little strips of poster board to the bangs as fake hair clips and painted them green and blue. I also added little orange and yellow feathers to the ends of my pigtails. I really hope this helped you learn some things about styling updo wigs or coloring cheap synthetic hair. I have a makeup tutorial and full costume tutorial for this look on my channel. Feel free to check those out. I will add all the links in the description. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye!